girls often are not raised that way or trained that way to have enough confidence in what they are offering, right? So as someone in the industry, working, in a place of leadership who other girls must be looking up to, what would you say to the girls who are looking up to you in terms of self-confidence? What can they do to, kind of build on that skill and that ability to just trust themselves?
No, that's a very good question and a difficult one, I think, to answer. I would say, if I even look at like me 20 years ago when I was still in high school and, going through like the regular school life, I definitely would tell myself that I should have asked for more things. And that could be just asking for more questions, asking for more clarity, more feedback, more advice, but just like not hesitating to ask. And that is something that I've consciously like learned and adapted myself to do over time. It doesn't matter, again, like what the perception is of you in front of other people if you're asking those questions, because at the end of the day, you're doing this selfishly for yourself, right? I think the notion of building confidence has also somewhat of an element of selfishness to it. I think we as a society are basically conditioned to grow up as somebody who is maybe a bit more subdued, maybe not so loud, maybe not so aggressive, maybe not so vocal about what they want, right? And which resonates very well with how finance as a field is also perceived. I mean, I could even take it a layer deeper and say that there are certain career professions or paths for women that are still to date in Pakistan considered to be more sort of worthy in terms of what it means for your marriageable worth, right? And finance is definitely probably not one of them. But I think it really has to do with like, what does it mean in terms of you trying to like just be conscious of what is my environment and what is my surrounding and what is it doing to me, and how do I kind of fight back or overcome it. So I think, the other piece of advice would really be around like, hey, how do you be more selfish of what do you want? And how do you advocate for yourself? I remember listening to one of the previous talks that you hosted, and there as well, that lady was talking a lot about, self-advocacy, and it's very, very valid for any sort of like economic progression that you want women to progress on.